So, I welcome all of you for this current affairs analysis part. So, in this current affairs for the month of September, so starting from Monday, so some of the highlights of current affairs you can see here. So, we'll be discussing all this in the following subsequent classes. Okay, so please pay attention. The issue along with the objective questions we're gonna discuss here. So if you pay attention, it would be very helpful for the examination which you are preparing, right? So he'll know the problem with low inflation. So this is the 22nd of September, which was reported in Indian Express. ಸೊ ಲೋ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ so inflation is nothing but it is too much of money chasing few goods. Too much of money chasing few goods. Okay, just remember there is one dog and many of the people are chasing here. So the example, still in a simplified way, say in order to purchase 1 kg of rice, it was costing 50 rupees 2 years back. Now it is costing 70 rupees. Means it is called as inflation. So it means more money is chasing to buy the same quantity of goods or less of that particular good. Okay. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ನ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಇಸ್ WPI. Consumer price index is very important because this is the indicator where RBI utilizes to measure the inflation in India, and WPI is the inflation which is measured at wholesale. Okay, so these are both are very important, and this particular index is released by MOSP, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, whereas WPI is Commerce and Industry Ministry. Okay, these two differences you must know, and RBI uses, as I told, this inflation. For the RBI uses the CPI to target the inflation, because too much of inflation is also not good and less of inflation is also not good. Inflation should be moderate. So you'll understand, see here what the news was in August as well as the August, both the CPI and WPI fell to this respective percentage. No need to remember. This expectedly low inflation has created challenges for the government fiscal arithmetic, as a nominal GDP growth lags behind the expectation, hurting tax revenues and budget targets. Okay, so I'll just focus on nominal GDP growth rate. See, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, so under nominal GDP, if inflation is low, okay, so what is low and high inflation? Low inflation and high inflation. Low inflation andre prices of the commodity will gradually increases. ಇವತ್ತಿರೋ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಬೆಲೆ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 110, 115 ಈ ತರ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ವೆರಸ್ ಹೈ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇರೋ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ 150 ರೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಲೋ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಟೆಂಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೋ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ consumption, GDP is nothing but the total quantity into price. So quantity of the goods and services stop declining. ಯಾರು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Why? Because prices are very high. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ GDP decrease ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. So this is a concept, and based on this we'll be having objective questions. You can solve this. Okay, current based question is there, so you can solve it. Otherwise you can skip if you want. This is another very important question. Please make a note of it. See, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, So Amy Bera ಅನ್ನೋರು, he is a law maker, he is a policy maker in US who has visited India recently. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, he criticized the new 1 lakh H1B visa fees, warning that it will strain the India-US relationship. See, $1 is around 87.5 rupees as of the current market. Okay, so ಈಗ ಏನಾದರೂ $1 lakh ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು 8,75,000. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸು ಆ ವೀಸಾ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ 3 years. Okay, and it can be extended up to 6 years. So this fact you remember, 3 years and for the period of 6 years ತನಕ ಈ ವೀಸಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So in this context we will see some of the questions, right? Yeah. See, following statement with respect to H1B visa. It is non-immigrant US visa that allows American companies to hire foreign workers in specialty occupations like IT, engineering and healthcare. Yes, it is correct. That's why many of the policymaker quote brain drain. Okay, brain drain. ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟಾಪ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದಾವೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ US ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್. ಸೊ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಟು ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಗೇನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಗೇನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ is different thing, but remember, Indians are the largest beneficiaries, receiving more than 71% of the visas annually. Yes, in 2025, US administration announced 1 lakh H1B visa fee, which was criticized by US lawmaker Amy Bera, straining India-US ties and harming American companies, because American companies need talent. The talent is catered by the Indian people. So that's why it is also very important. So all of the answers are correct. So this is how you need to prepare your preparation for any of the exams conducted by KPSC. Okay, so yeah, ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ US, Canada and Australia recognized Palestine. So Palestine was in news. So you know, because of the war between Israel and Palestine. So you should know the current surrounded countries. That also in the mapping part we will be taking. See, why it was in news? Britain, Canada and Australia announced recognition of Palestine statehood on September 21st, 2025. Okay, so it has aligned them with nearly 140 countries has supported. So Palestinians, for this, Israel PM Netanyahu rejected the move, calling it a reward to terrorism. Okay, so we don't go into depth of this, but we will understand. So what is the criteria to be recognized under UN, United Nations, which is also called as World Parliament. Okay, World Parliament. Okay, so World Parliament. So in order to recognize the country, India is also the one of the founding member of UN, and in this World Parliament, the country must satisfy the following criteria. What is the first criteria? The General Assembly, UNGA, has to pass a resolution supporting 3/4 of its members. Then only that particular member will be added into this parliament. And the second is the UNSC, United Nations Security Council, which has two wings. One is permanent member 15 members and the non-permanent 15 members, and P5s, which are permanent members, and enjoys the absolute veto power. Okay, enjoys the absolute veto power, which means if any of the countries say no, then it is no. Okay, so all these countries should accept, and out of 15, 9 countries should support. Then also either or this criteria should be fulfilled in order to become the any country into the UN member. So current affairs ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. Okay, so which of the following countries announced the recognition of Palestine as a state, joining nearly 140 nations? So that is UK, Canada and Australia. So ಈ ತರ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ತಾವು ಇದೇ ತರ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಎನಿವೇ we'll move further. This is very, very important. Please pay attention. This is very, very important. What is this? Sawalkot Dam. Where is this Sawalkot Dam is located? It is located on Chenab River. Where is Chenab River? It is in Jammu and Kashmir. So we know the tributaries of Indus River. So ICJ or CJI, RBS. So Indus, Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Bias, Satluj. Okay. So if river is flowing this north, so these are eastern river and these are western rivers. Okay. So India can use only 20% of the water here for the non-consumptive use. Non-consumptive use. It means it cannot use for irrigation, but hydroelectricity, we can generate hydroelectricity for only 20% of the water, and 80% of the water we have to let it freely flow into the Pakistan. Okay, so same here, India can use 80% of its water and 20% it can free flow to the Pakistan region. So what is the point here? See, India suspended Indus Water Treaty. We should understand what is Indus Water Treaty. It was signed in the year 1960 between the Pakistan Prime Minister General Ayub Khan. Usually in Pakistan, the top military officer will capture the power and become the Prime Minister. But it has not happened till now in India, where army is separate from the political wing. And the Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, in the year 1960, under World Bank mediation, they signed a treaty and sharing the water percentage as per I have discussed. Okay, so India recently, suspended this Indus Water Treaty. So then what is the meaning of suspended? It means it is no more going to abide by these rules. So Chenab River falls into the part of the Indus Water Treaty. India has built, it is proposed to build the Sawalkot Dam. Okay, so this you remember, Indus Water Treaty you should remember. So what is now very important is for the examination point of view, the question, how the question will come. We'll nodri, Sawalkot Hydroelectric Power Project, it is located in Chenab River. It is planned capacity 1865 megawatt. It is among the largest proposed hydro project on the western rivers of Indus Basin. Yes, the project is being developed by NHPC, National Hydroelectric Power Corporation. It is situated on Jhelum River. See, the other salvagi hakidevna andre 1.5 is a contradictory. Elimination technical help agutte. Contradictory statement andre, if 1 and 4 statement exist together, it means that particular option is wrong. Either of one should be there. Okay, so ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. If Chenab River is correct, then we can eliminate this one, and 1 and 2 is the answer. So if 1, 2, 4, if 1, 2, 3, 4 ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ both are contradictory. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. PYQ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ನೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಚ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು Chenab River. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಂದ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Chenab River originates from Baralacha, which is a pass located in Himachal Pradesh, and flows through Jammu and Kashmir, then goes into the Pakistan region. Yes, you can see here Chenab region, which is located, which originate in the Himachal Pradesh, Baralacha Pass. From there it will flow into J&K and goes into the Pakistan. Under IWT, the Ravi, Beas and Satluj were allocated to India, while Indus, Jhelum are allocated to Pakistan. Yes, that we have studied. Just we have saw that one. India is completely barred from using. Completely barred. No, no, it is not completely barred. We can use at least 20% of the water from these CJI rivers. Okay, got it? Yeah. So moving further, so answer ಏನಾಗಿರಬಹುದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 1 and 2. So only 1 and 2 is the answer. ಅಲ್ವಾ? So ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇದೇ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ನೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. You need to dedicate at least 6 to 7 months or 8 months for this exams. So what is this? New deep sea coral was discovered. So where it was discovered? It was discovered in Hawaiian Island. So Hawaiian Island, which belongs to USA, and it is located in Pacific Ocean, north of Pacific Ocean. So what is this name they have classified? Iridogorgia chewbacca. So Iridogorgia chewbacca is the name which they have named. And questions ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ recently the species Iridogorgia chewbacca was in news. It is related with next what and what ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So if you know these things, answers ಈ ತರ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. UPSC ಆಗಲಿ KPSC ಅಲ್ಲಿ KS ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So you should make a note of it. See, very interesting question. So actually very thanks to Jumri. So it is a female tiger. It is a female tigers. So what it has done, it has 5 tiger family. So when it traveled almost to Amarkantak, from the Bandhavgarh to Amarkantak, so almost 350 400 kilometers. So during that transit from this region to that region, after going to another region, it has multiplied into around 18 tigers. It means it is called as kind of good migration, where genetic diversity comes and lot of mortality will be reduced. Most of the tiger death population in India is because of the inbreeding. Okay, inbreeding andre close marriage ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. And because of that problem, inbreeding ಆಗುತ್ತೆ and mortality will be high. So when tiger go from one region to other region, definitely diversity will come. So that's very important. This tiger was in news because for this reason. So we'll see with respect to this question. Okay, yeah. Idrallenu with respect in the context of the following about Amarkantak Tiger Reserve. See, this is Amarkantak, Bandhavgarh and Kanha. These are triangular in relation antane helbodu. It is located in Chhattisgarh. Actually, Amarkantak is also located in Madhya Pradesh, but 90%, almost 80 to 90% is located in Chhattisgarh. So we can say it is located in Chhattisgarh and connected via Tiger Corridor with Kanha, Bandhavgarh reserves in Madhya Pradesh. As I told, so it is a trilateral relation ತರ ಇದು ಆಯ್ತಾ. So ಮತ್ತೆ Maniyari River. So please remember, Maniyari River flows through ATR and serve as an ecological lifeline. Yes, river is a lifeline for the forest. The reserve is home to PVTG like Baigas along with the Gonds and Yadavas. Right? Yes, PVTGs are most vulnerable people, vulnerable tribals. Okay, so they mostly reside in the kind of protected areas, tiger reserves, everything. So all of these are correct answer. Right? So this is the way you need to make your preparation, and if you follow this very religiously, definitely. See, why was Tigris Jhumri was in news? Ee tara kelbodu. The corridor around, you can make a very easily this you can make an answer. So same thing, SC Supreme Court directs state to frame rules under Anand Marriage Act. So coming to this Anand Marriage Act, see, marriage for different religion, the laws governing marriage, okay, please pay attention, the laws governing the marriages for different religion is different. See, there is a Hindu Marriage Act. So marriages solemnized according to Hindu practices is considered as a legal. Okay, in India, and marriages solemnized according to the practices of Islam are legalized. The same way Hindu Marriages Act are there, Muslim Marriages Act are there, Christian Marriage Act are there, and Sikh Marriage Act are there, and Parsi Marriage Act is also there. All these acts comes under the personal laws. Okay, personal laws. So personal laws are also codified, and they'll be uh, they hold legally same as the constitution. They have a legal status same as our constitution. So what Supreme Court has directed, Sikh marriages registration, SC direct the state to frame rules under Anand Marriage Act. So it means they have directed Sikh couples to get registered for after their marriage. See, most of the marriage cases drawn into the court end up with lot of complexities because the people will not go for the registration of marriages. Okay, that is the only reasons in order to prove whether you are married or unmarried, the only legal document is a registration certificate. If you don't register yourself, then courts find difficult for giving a verdict. That's why many a time Supreme Court has intervened, has constantly, directed the courts, directed the states to take steps and all. So it is a long way, long move to come. So anyway, you can solve the question. Yeah, moving further. Yeah, this is another very important question. MiG. So it is a fighter jet, supersonic fighter jet. Okay, many a times have Indian Army has used. So of recently, we have seen in the Operation Sindoor. Okay, and Balakot airstrike, this MiG air fighter was used. Even the wing commander Abhinandan Vardhaman, who was very famous, who was in the news, right? He also uh, used this MiG aircraft. Actually, this is we have taken from Russia, so and indigenized it. So why it was in news? Because the Indian IAF will retire its MiG 21 fighter jets on September 26, nearly after 60 years of its service. So you can also remember the lady, the squadron leader Priya Sharma, so who was heading, who gave a the grand well farewell for the its retirement MiG 21. Okay, so with respect to this, we'll see the question, which is very important. So otherwise, we can skip it. Right? It was introduced in 1963 as India's first supersonic fighter aircraft. See, 1963 date was very important because during this time, India and Pakistan and India, China, there was very much enemies surrounded India. So that's why we wanted to strengthen our defense. That's why we imported it. It is India's first supersonic fighter aircraft. It played a role in 1965-71 war as well as in 1999 Kargil war as well. More than 700 aircraft till now we have received and assembled, and they are produced in HAL, which is located in Bangalore. It is participation in recent mission Operation Sindoor. So Operation Sindoor was in retaliation with the Pahalgam attack. Pahalgam is a valley which is located in Jammu and Kashmir. So in retaliation with Operation Sindoor, India carried. So and Balakot airstrike. So this is also in retaliation with Pulwama attack. Pulwama attack, where the Indian armed soldiers were carrying, and it was attacked by the terrorist which came from the Pakistan. So, okay, so all these statements are correct. Only four. Right? So please make note of it. These are all very important. Otherwise, we can skip them. Yeah, this is also very important because some of the facts we come to know. Indian Army holds firepower exercise Amog Fury in Rajasthan desert. So it is under the Sapta Shakti command. It is under the Indian Army which has conducted this integrated firepower exercise, and they have named as Amog Fury in Rajasthan Thar desert. So this is important. So we'll see how the questions can be framed, right? Yeah. So ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it was integrated for it was conducted by Sapta Shakti command of the Indian Army. Yes, ಇಲ್ಲಿ Indian Army ಬದಲಾಗಿ Indian IAF ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಮಹಾಜನ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಫೈರಿಂಗ್ ರೇಂಜಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು? ಥಾರ್ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್, ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ್. PSI ಇದರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೇ ತರ ಆಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ನೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. Its objective was to test the operational readiness and demonstrate preparedness for the multi-domain operation. Yes, all of these are correct. So this is a very important question. So please make a note of it. Moving further, so ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ದಾದಾ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಪಾಲ್ಕೆ. So he was a great director. Dada Saheb Phalke was a first director, first person to direct the first what is called as the movie which is called as Raja Harishchandra. Raja Harishchandra. So in order to remember the person's contribution, so the award is given for the lifetime achievement in the cinema. So recently Mohanlal, he is a Mollywood actor, Malayalam, you can see him. So he was given this 71st they called as Dada Saheb DP award, Dada Saheb Phalke award. So you should know 3 at least in chronology. 70th was given to Mithun Chakravarti, and 69 Wahida Rahman. So these are the 3 persons in news. You can remember the chronology. So the recent one is Mohanlal, and the 70th is Mithun Chakravarti, and the 69th is Wahida Rahman. So we'll see some of the questions how they may ask in the KPSC or UPSC. Let's start here. With respect to Dada Saheb Phalke Award, consider the following statement. It was instituted in 1969 to commemorate the birth century of Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Phalke, yes. The first recipient was Devika Rani, popularly called as the First Lady of Indian Cinema. Okay, and the award comprised Swarna Kamal Medallion, a shawl, and a cash prize of 10 lakh. So, to your attention, so now it is after this award they have updated in 2024 and 5 with 15 lakh. So please make a note of it. Now it is updated with 15 lakh, and it was presented by Prime Minister of India. No, it is President of India. It is not the Prime Minister, it is the President of India. Aita? So only 3 statements, and it is presented by President of India. So I think you are clear with this. Moving further, yeah, Mohanlal. See again how you can get confused. Mohanlal, the recipient of Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Dada Saheb Phalke directed Raja Harishchandra, 1913, India's first full-length feature film. Devika Ram, no, it is Devika Rani, not the Ram. So, itara now fast ಆಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇವನ್ ದೋ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ವೈಲ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಸಿಪಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಾದಾ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಫಾಲ್ಕೆ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 1969. Yes, it is right, but it is not Ram, it is Rani. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. 1 and 2 is the answer. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಮೈನ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಯು ಮೇ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ the answer. So first recipient is Devika Rani. Yeah, 30 Tuesday current affairs ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅರವಿಂದ್ ಪನಗಾರಿಯಾ, he is the chairman for the 16th Finance Commission, told the parliamentary panel that frequent election hinder reforms, delay policy making, citing disruption used by model code of conduct. ಏನಿದು model code of conduct ಅಂದ್ರೆ, model code of conduct is nothing but it's a kind of guidelines. Okay, it's kind of direction given by the Election Commission of India after election is announced. So after election is announced, this direction will give by Election Commission of India to stop some of the popular activities like kind of new schemes agirbodu. Okay, this will definitely favor the government in power. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ model code of conduct ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಬಿಹಾರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಬೋತ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿನೂ ಕೂರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರಾಮನಾಥ್ ಕೋವಿಂದ್. So under the chairmanship of Ramnath Kovind, so he suggested this simultaneous election. The same thing parliamentary panel ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿ ಕೂರಿಸಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಏನ್ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ರಾಮನಾಥ್ ಕೋವಿಂದ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ರಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಮಾತು. ಆಯ್ತಾ. MCC issued ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, he stated that frequent election every 4 to 5 months hinder reforms. Obviously this is right. MCC issued by election of ECI and restrict government from announcing new policies and schemes once enforced. Yes, 60th Finance Commission is mandated. See, to recommend the framework for the simultaneous election in India. See, election commission will not, finance commission will not involve in any kind of such a suggestion. So it is wrong. Only 2. So 1 and 2 is the correct. Other 2 statements correct ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ. So moving further, very important questions now ನೋಡೋಣ. This is very important. You can make my words. This you can expect. So consider following pair regarding parliamentary panel on election commission. So ಇದು parliamentary panel on election commission ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ರಾಮನಾಥ್ ಕೋವಿಂದ್ ಅವರು ಏನ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಯಾರು? ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ ಆನ್ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಹೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ MP. ಸೊ ಈಸ್ ಅ PP ಚೌಧರಿ. ಸೊ PP ಚೌಧರಿ is a ruling party MP who is heading this, and it was formed in 2024 last year, and it is to examine the draft bill proposed for the one nation one election. So what is the correct answer? 1 and 2, 3. Right? So moving further, this is a very important question. Please make a note of it. Yeah. See, this is another very important question. Indian news ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, Indian Navy strengthened ties Mozambique Navy during port call of first training squadron at Mopato. So where is Mopato? It is a port located in Mozambique. So our Indian Army went there, they trained it. Okay, so Indian Navy's first training squadron, so which include INS Tir, INS Shardul, INS Sujata and ICGS Sarthi. So these are the Indian Army officers who went for training. So we'll see through questions so that we can understand this very clearly. Okay, so with reference to India's first training squadron, consider following statement. It comprises of INS 3, INS Shardul, INS Sujata and ICGS, right? The squadron is primarily responsible for combat operation. No, it is not. Combat means fighting. It is for the training purpose. Okay, it is for the training of the Indian Ocean region. It conducts long range training cruises. See, you can correlate this. So it is contradictory. It is for training courses. It provides practical training. Yes, again it is training. So both are correct irutte. So both are linked. Okay, so except 2, all are correct. 1, 3, 4. So 1, 3, 4 is the answer. So ಇದೇ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು UPSC KPSC ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. So then again, this is also very important. So Lactiflucus casiensis. So we know Khasi is a place in Mizoram. So we know 3 hills. So the sequence G, K, J. So Garo, Khasi, Gentia. So here is a place where the world's highest rainfall is also happens. So place called as Mausingram. Okay, Mausingram is a place where the rainfall, highest rainfall in India also happen, and there they have identified this new mushroom species. So they have named it as a Lactiflucus khasiensis. Khasi is the place of the hill. So in order to commemorate this or to remember the name of that particular hill, they have named it. So ಇದೇ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ UPSCಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು banana they have identified in the following state anta. So Andaman Nicobar identify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರದು. The same way, the 15th Rising Day was celebrated. So just remember project Vijayang, so which was actually in the year 2010 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 2010 ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ 2025 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 15 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ 15th ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೇ ಅಂತ ಕಾರ್ಗಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಜಯಾಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಜಯಾಂಗ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಬನ್ನಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? It was launched by border BRO in 2010. Yes, it is correct. It was named after Operation Vijay. So Operation Vijay was nothing but in 1999 India fought a Kargil war. So for that operation we have called Operation Vijay to mark its strategic importance. The objective is to improve road connectivity in Kargil and Zanskar areas earlier under Project Himang. Yes, it is jointly implemented by BRO and Indian Army Corps. No, it is not jointly. It is by the border road organization only. 1, 2, 3 is a correct answer. So 4th is incorrect answer. So ಇದೇ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಯೋರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಸೊ 24th ವೆನ್ಸ್ಡೇ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ನಾವು. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಇ-ಸೈನ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಥನ್ ವೋಟರ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಇ-ಸೈನ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ಏನಿದು? ಇ-ಸೈನ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೊದಲೆಲ್ಲ ಫೇಕ್ ವೋಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ ರೋಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆಧಾರ್ OTP ಎನೇಬಲ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದ ಫೇಕ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? So again we will see the question how they may ask with some of the important questions here. So which of the following forms are related with the registration under new mandatory e-sign process? So e-sign process alli question nodi. So form 6 is new voter registration, form 7 is objection to inclusion of name, form 8 is correction of entries. So please make a note of all these are correct. You should remember form 6, form 7, form 8. So new voter registration andre 18 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. 18 years of age ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ you can go and make your voter card. Objection to inclusion of name, if election commission is denying, then you can form fill 7, then you can raise the objection. Correction ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ form 8 usually ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡು fill ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So this is a very important. And moving further, this is most expected question in even including KS interview ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. So Almaty Dam dispute escalate between Telangana and Karnataka. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾ ರಿವರ್ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮಹಾಬಲೇಶ್ವರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಉಗಮವಾಗಿ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಿಂದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಹರಿದು ತೆಲಂಗಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ರಿವರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಹೈಟ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಟು ರೈಸ್ ದ ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಲ್ಮಟ್ಟಿ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ Telangana has criticized. Why it has criticized? Because definitely it will affect the flow of the water into riparian state. So riparian states andre the river where flows into the downward movement. Okay, so riparian state il bandu Telangana. So ille enagutte andre we are increasing the height by 5 meters aste. So ಮೊದಲು ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? 519 meter ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ? 524. ಸೊ 5 meter ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ತೆಲಂಗಾಣ is criticizing. Okay, no, this you don't do because we are going to affect, because most of the Telangana comes under dry region. So we will get affected by the farmers ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So see, most of the regional tensions in India, especially in peninsular region, is because of the water. Be it Karnataka, be it Tamil Nadu, Telangana, all these states. Okay. So moving further, here very important question now nodana. Yeah, so idralli ee question nodi now. The dispute between Telangana and Karnataka over Almaty Dam involve which of the following state? Almaty Dam na innond hesru ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? So it is called as Lal Bahadur Shastri Dam. Lal Bahadur Shastri Dam anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay. So Karnataka decision to raise the dam height impacting Krishna River water sharing. Almaty Dam being a part of Upper Krishna project. Yes. The Supreme Court capping the full reserve level at 4. So this is the current Supreme Court has capped the level. Karnataka citing 2013 Krishna Water Tribunal Dispute Tribunal award in support of rising dam height. See, when it comes to tribunal and Supreme Court, always Supreme Court decision is up in the upper hand. So somehow the decision taken by Karnataka is in contradictory to the Supreme Court judgment. Okay, we'll see how the progress will happen based on the political decision and the political gain. Okay, is happening because of the move. Then smog eating photocatalytic. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, smog eating photocatalytic coating study in Delhi. See, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು smog ಅಂದ್ರೆ the pollutants. Mostly Delhi is one of the top 10 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ most pollutant cities in the world. So smog contain the most pollutants like NOx, sulfur dioxide, all these things. Okay, ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಫೋಟೋಕೆಟಲಿಟಿಕ್ ಕೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್, ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಮಾಗ್, ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಟಾಕ್ಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಏರ್ನ. ನಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ somehow directly or indirectly it will purify the air. So this is a study which was proposed by some Delhi based institute. So you can just remember it was in news and that too was from the capital. That's why I have made a question that you can go through it. But barren island gottiro hage ನೀವು barren island is also very important. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Yeah. So this is very important. Barren island volcanic activity was recently noticed, okay, in Andaman Nicobar. Question nodana idr perspective alli. Minor volcanic eruption was observed here in the subcontinent. Okay. So idral bandaga question nodi. It is the only active volcano in the Indian subcontinent. Yes, it is correct. It is located in Arabian Sea. No, it is not located in Arabian Sea. It is located in Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. And it was formed above the subduction zone of Indian plate and the Burmese plate. Yes, that's why because of the disturbance in the plate, this volcano has risen. So 1 and 2 is the answer. So ide tara questions expect ಮಾಡಬಹುದು exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ. That's why you make a preparation according to how we are moving. So then again bonnet macaque. So bonnet macaque is was a very particular or endemic ಅಂದ್ರೆ a particular region ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is endemic to the peninsular India. Peninsular India andre South India, aita southern part of India. So IUCN status nodkoli. IUCN is vulnerable. So natural habitat of bonnet macaque is the peninsular India. So ide tara ನೀವು notes ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, otherwise you make a note of it. Then coming to again one more important program. So this is another important Clean Planet program. Clean Planet program approved by Union Cabinet as a significant initiative in India's horticulture sector. So mostly ಇದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ farmers are given with the virus free healthy planting material for the major crops so that we can enhance the yield here. So this is another important. Based on this we have framed one more question. Please go through it. Then under Ministry of Tribal Affairs there was also in news, okay, Ministry of Tribal Affairs. So Adi Yuva Fellowship and Adi Karma Yogi Volunteers program in order to get the last mile service delivery in the tribal region. So kind of very important. Okay, the same we have framed the question. Please go through it and solve. This PDF will be available. Okay. So then again ENAM, this is also old. So it was in news. So ENAM 2.0 was started, which was in news. So Government of India is planning to launch a revamped ENAM platform to strengthen interstate and intermandi agriculture and reduce food wastage, thereby ensuring better prices for the farmers. So we can go through the questions and solve. So this is another important question which was appeared in the news. Okay, so I think we have taken the questions wise and the topic wise, the important current affairs. So we'll be continuing this series. We have named it as a lens. So okay, so lens series. So we'll be updating. So we'll be updating this on a regular basis. Please do watch this and make a note of it. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.